Hey everybody, Jonathan here, and we're going to be doing a quick Assistive Technology Bootcamp video. This is really quick, really to the point on how to attend your first Zoom meeting using VoiceOver on an iPad or an iPhone. We're going to be demoing this on an iPad, but the steps are basically the same. We're going to be moving quickly for this, getting straight to the point, and we're also going to assume you know the basic gestures for navigating with VoiceOver. So with that, we're going to jump right into it. So if you've never attended a Zoom cloud meeting before, the first thing you're going to want to do on your device is make sure you have the app. So we're going to find and download the app from the App Store. I'm going to be doing that here using Siri to get us there really quickly. So I'm just going to activate Siri and say, search the App Store for Zoom.
Okay, searching for Zoom on the App Store. App Store. Filters. Button.
All right, so it's going to open up our search results. If you're on the iPhone, it's going to jump you straight onto the Zoom search result. In this case, we're on an iPad, so we're going to be on filters. We're just going to flick to the right till we find Zoom Cloud Meetings. On some devices, we might hear an ad first, so we're just going to flick to the right until we hear Zoom Cloud Meetings.
Zoom. Clear tag. Cancel. Zoom Cloud Meetings. Meet Happy. 4.5 stars. 1.4 ratings. Button.
So you're going to hear that it's by a company called Meet Happy. That's correct. Zoom Cloud Meetings is the name of the app. Once you find that, I'm just going to flick to the right one more time to download it. You're going to hear Get, but I've already had this app installed on this device. So instead, I'm going to hear
Redownload. Button.
A redownload button here. So if you hear Get, you're going to double tap on that, and then you're going to flick to the right to hear Install. In my case, I am just going to hit the re-download button. If it's your first time downloading, you also might be asked to put in your Apple ID password, depending on how you've set up your security settings. So we're just going to download this Zoom Cloud Meeting from Get Happy.
Loading. Loading. Button. 76%. Open.
All right, so I've got the app installed on my iPad, and I'm actually not even going to open it yet. I'm going to go straight to an invite for Zoom. So with a Zoom meeting, people send you out an email or a text message that usually has a link or a meeting number and password. Most of the time, we're going to use the link. So in this case, with this demo, I'm going to show you what a traditional Zoom invite looks like. You might find this on the web page. You might get an email you have to sign up for. Someone might even text it to you. It doesn't matter as long as you have a Zoom link from the host. So in this case, I'm going to open up Mail, and I'm going to find a pretty traditional looking invite to a meeting. Open Mail.
Mail. Jonathan is inviting you to a scheduled Zoom meeting.
All right, so in Mail, I already have a invite from Jonathan. I'm going to navigate through Mail, open up that message, and here I'm going to be in the message. I already happen to have it open, but otherwise I'd flick to the right until I heard the invite, double tap to open it, and then I'd be right where we are right now. And what I'm going to look for in this email is the Zoom link. The Zoom link was usually come after the phrase join Zoom meeting, and it almost always has zoom.us followed by a bunch of numbers. So I'm going to flick to the right and see if I can find that invite.
Topic: Practice Zoom meeting. Time: November 3rd, to US and Canada. Join Zoom meeting. Zoom alert. Zoom would like to.
All right, so I just tried to join the Zoom meeting, and in this case, since it's the first time I've tried to join, it's going to ask me for permission to do a couple things. Right now, it says Zoom would like to find and connect to devices on your local network. We're going to flick to the right, and we're going to choose OK.
This app, OK. Alert. Zoom would like to access the microphone.
Now, because it's the first time we've launched it, it's asking if we want to use the microphone because we're trying to attend a meeting. If we want to be able to be heard, we're going to have to say OK to this as well. So just flick to the right till you get to OK.
For people to hear, don't allow OK button.
And we're going to double tap on that.
Alert. Zoom would like to send you notifications.
And then optionally, you can set up whether or not it allows you to send notifications. I'm going to go ahead and allow that.
Notifications don't allow, but Zoom. To hear others, please join audio.
All right, so those last few steps, allowing it to use the microphone and connect to the network, those will only happen the first time that you launch your attempt to do a Zoom meeting. But this one is going to show up every time. To hear others, it says, please join audio. And if I flick to the right,
Call using internet audio button.
the default and most common option is call using internet audio. That's going to be using your internet to be able to send your microphone audio and then also hear the audio from everyone else. In some cases, with some larger accounts, we have the option to connect via phone instead. So I'd actually dial a number and connect. Since I'm joining on the app, it makes the most sense just to join using the internet audio. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to double tap on call using internet option, using internet audio. All right, so I'm now in the meeting. If the other person's talking, I will see the visuals of their camera. I will hear their audio. If you attended a bit early, you may get a notification instead telling you when the actual date and time of the meeting is as you wait for the presenter to begin. And then also, some meetings have a waiting room, and so you'll get a notification that you're waiting for the presenter to allow you in. You don't need to do anything. You just need to wait for them to go ahead and allow you to enter. Now, you will also, at some points, be brought to a text field asking you if you want to type in a name. That's your display name as it will appear. I already had an account set up on here, so it didn't ask me for that name here. But it might ask you to type in a text field with your name, and that's just what everyone's going to see when you're speaking. So now that I'm in the meeting, I can flick to the right to move through the various options, such as muting and unmuting myself, sharing my video, and even getting to a participants list here. So I'm just going to flick to the right and you can hear what some of these are.
You are using enhanced encryption. Zoom button. Meeting information button. Unmute my audio button.
So if I wanted to be heard, I could double tap on this to unmute myself, or if you're already unmuted, this button just becomes the mute button. Flick to the right again.
Start my video button.
An option to start and stop sharing my video. If this is the first time you've ever shared your video, you're going to get another notification asking if Zoom can have permission to use your camera. Of course, you have to allow that or choose OK. Otherwise, they won't be able to see you because the app doesn't have permission to use the camera.
Share content. Participants button.
I'm curious who else is attending. I can double tap on the participants button.
Participants 2. Heading.
And I can flick to the right to hear who the participants are.
Jonathan's SSB iPad. Jonathan Campbell. Device audio muted. Video stopped. Host.
I can move through everybody who's attended. I've got the audio and video turned off for both of these accounts just so we don't get an echo. I'm done with this participants list. I can actually do a 2-finger scrub.
Displaying Jonathan Campbell's app.
That's the 2 fingers back and forth, left and right, like you're making a Z on this page, or I can flick to the left to get out of there as well. So while you're in the meeting, another quick way of turning your audio on and off, or mute or unmute yourself, is to do a 2-finger double tap.
Audio now unmuted. Audio now muted.
There we go. So now I want to get out of this meeting. I'm going to flick to the right until I hear my leave button.
Leave button.
And I'm going to double tap.
Start.
And now I'm out of the meeting. So you notice I didn't have to create an account. I didn't have to register. I didn't have to put my email or anything else. I can join a Zoom meeting just by downloading the Zoom app and then double tapping or activating a link in an email, a text message, or on a web page to join a Zoom meeting. So the next time I join a Zoom meeting, it's going to be a little bit faster. It's only going to ask me if I want to join how I want my audio to join, for example, because I've already given it permission to use the camera and the microphone, for example. So that's a bootcamp session for how to attend a Zoom meeting with iOS with VoiceOver. So a couple things to keep in mind. I'm just going to recap real quick. We download the Zoom app from the App Store. We find a link to a Zoom meeting and activate it. We hit the allow or OK button when it asks us about our network connection, about our microphone, etc. If the Zoom meeting is in progress, we'll just be right into it. If we join too early or there is a waiting room, we will just get a voice telling us that VoiceOver will explain to us that we are early or that we're waiting for the moderator to let us in. Use a 2-finger double tap to mute and unmute yourself quickly. And then there is a leave button. Just flick left or right till you find that leave button. Give it a 1-finger double tap and you are out. So that's a wide overview of how to attend a Zoom meeting on the iPad or iPhone with VoiceOver. Hope that helps.